Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lex, and this is the first of many videos that will be loaded up to binaryvideobox.com, and there you could basically get a rundown of short clips of binary plays. Um, if you haven't registered, please do so you can get the updates. All right, guys, I'm looking currently at the USD JPY, and I sense a nice pullback that has happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into that and then give you a breakdown of why I like this play. So let's put a wager here. This is JPY, top of the hour. Looks like it's about to happen. So I'm going to just jump in. If you look right here on the boss chart, you can see that you see I just got into play. Well, not yet. It's actually kicking up. And this is a play I would like to jump in right now as we speak. There was a pullback on the charts. Let me go back to the charts. There was a pullback right down here to this point on this 15-minute mark. And it gave me an indication that it will start to pick up, knowing that the stochastic is basically way oversold and actually it is about to kick up some more. Looking at the 30-minute, I sensed that it was going to kick up from that point as well. We go back here. There we go. Kind of a nice floor base area here. So kind of waiting for that pullback to happen on here on this 15-minute to jump on. This is the key area for it to happen. It actually went lower than that. And look, it's racing back up. Looking at the 5-minute, we can see it's actually been basing out from this price between I would say about 116 to about 120.16 to 120.28 or 25 area. And if you look here, it's actually a nice strong candle in the 5-minute. So let's go to the 2-minute and see if we can get an early look to see if it's going to start breaking out to the upside. All right, let's zoom in here a little bit. All right, so sorry about that. Okay, you can see it actually winding down on the 5-minute. I could sense a nice turnaround coming. Okay, nice move to the upside coming to this point here, knocking out this one, and knocking out that one, and then so on, making this move up here at the 30-minute. It's definitely been oversold over the 30 minutes. So I sense a nice push up, breaking over these levels here. First level is 120.24, followed by 120.28, and we confirmation that there will be a move at least to 120.47. Okay, we got a nice move here on the 15. Actually closed. The 12:45 candle closed at this point. So let's see if we can get these lines breaking through at this point here. And if you can see here on a double Bollinger that, it's actually, the bands are actually spacing each other out. So let's see what it does. Let's see if these highs are being taken out. They go, one is knocked out. If you look right here, this are passing, so I knocked this out. Let's see what's followed by this one here at 120.21. This nice little high here. Okay. It kind of passed the previous one, so let's see if it breaks out and knocks out this one. It looked like it kind of did. Let's just see if it does. Okay, this is what I would explain and say that this is the turning point, gauging on evaluating over 30-minute. Okay, and what I do is basically wait for price to come to me on a 15-minute chart. So if I'm expecting it to go up and I'm looking at one 15-minute candle, I wait for the next 15 candle to basically pull back from its previous. Okay, so with that said, there was a nice run up in price, actually came down as far as this point, went lower to this point, and raced back up. And now it's over the HA which is a good sign of a nice push to the upside. It's expected to come. So with that said, let's just watch price as it unfolds. I have also a 5-minute on the top right corner as well, and that's just basically to gauge our price uh, without much indicators in it compared to the one I have on the left, which is also a 5-minute in the beginning, but now it's currently at the 2-minute view. So going back to the boss chart, let's see if we could sorry about that. See if we could pretty much see where we at. I'm expecting a nice kick up here. Let's go back to the charts. Maybe we don't miss a key point where I want to point to you guys looking at areas where they should knock out. I'm expecting this whole prior row right here to be knocked out and a nice move to the upside. You can see the Bollinger Bands are actually widening up, which is a good sign of strength to the upside. 15-minute got in real good and pulled back. I think I could have got a little bit more out of it, but that's how it worked out. So it is what it is. As long as we're in position to position ourselves in areas where it's not going to come back against us, and jumping on that, that flow as it moves up, instead of just being in a trade where it's going to be in and out of the money. So, but looking at the 30-minute, I always look at 30-minute when it comes up to binaries, and I do have another chart set up, but this one here is basically my favorite one because I have between 3 to 4 time frames that I stare at a given time when it comes up to trading binaries, and you're just making sure that you are basically following overall where is the movement of the price is going, so you can basically capitalize within that time frame. So I give myself a little room and look for support and resistance areas at the 30 minutes, so then I can sense, okay, this here is a call because it will be going up for the next hour and a half or 2 hours, gauging at where price should be on the 30-minute. Sorry about that. On the 30-minute, and looking at this area here, and where it was before here, I'm sensing that it's 30, sort of a kick up from this point here, where we got this tactics here in the bottom, showing way overselling and puncturing through over the 20% mark. Okay, so nice move to the upside. So let's see if it does that on the 5-minute, and I sense it should be kicking up pretty soon. We actually have about 10 minutes for this play to expire. I'm currently still in the money on Boss Capital demo. This is a demo. I'm going to be clear of that, and it's now looking like it's kind of based out on the 5-minute where the Bollinger Bands is. I'll draw a line right here to see if this is the next leg up, right prior to all these highs being kicked out. So that said, it's actually moving in the direction. We have a little wind up going on here in the 5-minute to the right without no indicators. Okay, in 5-minute here, it just shows a lot of, it's strong because due to the fact it's over the 80% mark on the 5-minute. So this definitely could be the beginning stages of it starting to kick up. I usually still like to wait for something to turn green at this point, but me knowing myself and how I judge price action, I always get the early jump. And as you can see here, this is a good sign of USD JPY is kicking above 20% on the stochastic. All right, so let's see how this works out. We actually got 9 minutes left on this play. I'm currently still in the money. All right, so this is the base, this little floor that I was showing that I mentioned a little while ago. Okay, I think at this point this will knock out highs, prior highs you see here. Okay, you'll see the actually the redirection of price unfolding. Okay, it might come down a little bit, but not so much, and then it'll just start giving that stare action. Um, so okay, I think it's gonna happen. Pull up to a certain point, then pull back down, and then race on back up to the upside. Especially looking at this 30-minute right here to the right. So let's see what happens. They got some type of little support here, so this could be the point where it just start scaling up as I know it would. So we're still in the money in the boss chart. Pretty much got in there right at the perfect spot where it was initially on its way up. So that's a good play there. Looking at the the 2 minute, it's kind of like breaking out of price. So I sense that it will start making its move up to the upside. It actually broke two prior highs at this point here. Okay, you want to see this, pretty much know that once these are start falling off and new highs are made, and now if you look pretty good, it's actually past two, maybe almost three previous peaks. This is a good sign of the wind up happening right before us. Another excellent entry might be the 1 o'clock 15-minute pullback, meaning this candle here will be green and then followed by it pulling back either 50% or either more than 100% of this candle right here that you see forming now that we are watching. So let's see what happens. Definitely passing almost four peaks. So let's see if it continues to kick up. We probably got 6 minutes. Excuse me, 6 minutes to expiration. So let's see what that does for us. Going back to the boss, you see that is actually sorry about that. That it's actually still in the money. So in a sense, no type of pullback. So let's see how it all works out. I do sense that there will be some strength. This is a 2 minute, so they basically more erratic than 5 minute because their time frames are just 2 minutes. So they open and close a lot in a 2 minute frame. So okay, let's go back to the Thinkorswim chart, and we can see it actually breaking these little highs that we see here. Okay, good sign that price is now redirecting itself to the upside. And looking at this 30-minute, I just sense that it's going to start moving. And looking at this 30-minute, then you'll see the inside bodies followed by these other windows. So a nice entry point again for this one play will probably be a pullback to this candle here to ride it for the next 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, it's making this move up to the upside now. You see, that's where we at. This little dot right here was our entry, and we got it as the pullback happened, and we got in clean for it to go to the upside. So there we go, just making its move, and we can see that looking at the 5 minute on the right hand side. Okay. We have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go. And we're clean in this trade. So let's see if we could get on it again for a pullback of 120.21. Okay. Okay, it's knocking these highs out. Nice strong blue candle here. Nice strength to the upside, over 80%. Got in this case here, yeah, about over 80%. Nice pull up on the 30-minute. It's actually breaking out as we speak. We have approximately two 2 minutes. I actually played this twice, huh? 2 minutes. No, almost less than a minute. They go the breakout right here happening right before us. A nice move to the upside. And there it goes. Knocked out, knocked out, knocked out. This high is on its way to knock this high. Confirmation. They go to move to the upside, which is making everything clear on the 30-minute. And if you look here, this is the beginning stages of a nice move to the upside on the 30-minute. So at this point here, what I would do is wait for some type of pullback to happen top of the hour. In this case here, we have a 30 minutes. Go to the hour because the hour chart is about to unfold. It's actually 12:59, and see how that looks. Okay, sorry about that. And beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to be the first candle after, prior to that doji that it kicked up. Okay, you see it right here. Nice strong candle. Go back to the 30. And there we go. That one here would end in the money. Right there in the money, clean. Entry right here. Exit, game over. Nice win. Okay, let's go back to the chart again and see if we can see we get a pullback happening again. Let me remove this and we finish with that play. Erase all these lines that I have here. And let's see if it comes back at least down here. You know, the first sign of it's starting to kick up. We have the HMA turning green. And let's see, you know what? Let's see right here. Okay. Let's just see if it happens right there. And if it does happen right there, what we'll do is we'll see just by watching it, it does kick up. I want you to pay mind to like the overall reaction from all time frames. This right here is a very good sign. We obviously know that this is going to kick up, knowing that it's been down for some time now on the 30-minute as we support around 120.18 and 120.16, I believe, and it kicked up and it's on its way back up. So I sense there is going to be some type of movement big time to the upside. So let's see how that works out. Okay. See if it comes down here. Comes down here at least 50%. And let's play that for a 15-minute play. And let's see how that works out. Double trade. See if you get that pullback on that. And that's all I do is wait for pullbacks and use 4 windows to gauge out where's a good opportunity to jump in. And you'll see that from time to time working the same setup, trading binaries. All right. With that said, There is no pullback. If it doesn't come at least 50% of it, leave it alone. Don't chase it. Let it go. Okay. Point is to position yourself for a better trade. Okay. So you can see here, this is a key indication that I will wait for it to. And just to give you an example, and we don't see if it works out for us, but we won the trade already. But keep in mind that this being green, this being over 20%, this green HMA now turning green. We wait for that prior candle, the current candle you see now, to either make 50% or 100% retracement. Okay, either these two lines at least. So, and you have to basically gauge out what you see on the earlier time frames to say, okay, the higher probability is it might start going up, because if you look at the 30-minute, it does show that. So let's see if we get a good deal by it coming down at least 50% or 100%. 100% even better. You know, the better the trade, maybe the wager goes even higher at that point if I'm able to get that with the green HMA showing itself. So let's see if we get some type of pull back. We could see, looking at this, that is actually making its move and making that wide turn from going down to then going up. So we have a pullback on the 30-minute happening, as you can see. And let's see if it comes down. It hasn't reached the 50% mark yet. Okay, I would say half this candle is 50%. So I'm gauging it off this peak on this candle over here. That was 12 o'clock. Okay, so we didn't get no type of pullback. But looking at this, guys, this is where I'll jump in right now again, due to the fact that it actually has a little floor there. I don't know if you can see it, but it might just start kicking up from here. If I don't get it, it's okay. But if you look pretty good, you can see what I'm seeing if you watch this study price action. Look at this little floor, this little doji. It's going to start trending at this point here. So what I'll do is I'll jump in it. Let's just see what this candle does. If it comes down there, we're not going to take it. We're just going to watch it and see what it does. But I sense some type of floor. Okay, we got some type of retractment. I don't say it's going to go any lower than this strong candle we see here. This is the nice beginning stages of it basically going to the upside and actually redirecting itself. Okay, so the pullback is actually happening on the 30-minute and then on the 15-minute. And if you look, it's actually settling to about 50% mark. And I played it. I got on this again. So it pulled back, green HMA above 20%, still below this point of 80, so it's still strong. So, you know, everything is in our favor. So this trade I am currently in, which I'm out the money a little bit, should end in the money. Okay? That's a nice pullback. I only got it for 15 minutes, but I think a 30-minute play would have been sufficient as well, and to win it as well. Give it a little more time. So, but looking at this nice strong green candle, it's actually pulled back almost just a tad bit there. I'm out of the money, but I have confidence that this play will start going crazy and going up to the upside. A little stretching. Okay. So it actually settled down at that line. You see it right here. It's settling down at this line. I don't sense it'll come down past this long candle here. We see, I do sense that it actually touches ground here, and either the next candle, which is about 4 minutes from now, or this candle will start scaling up, and then it'll be a nice green candle forming and knocking out all these prior highs in the 15. This is the same reflection that you see on the 5-minute. These are more candles. Okay, so just enjoy this little ride. This is one play we got in the books already, and we'll do this again by following, jumping where the next retractment is, or rather, what I call it is the pullback. The current time is 1:07 p.m. and we got in 2 plays. One expired at 1 o'clock and got back on this again because there was a nice smooth HMA showed green. It was a nice pull up and stochastic, and 30 minutes still looking strong at support area. So I do sense that this will be kicking up a little bit more and making newer highs and knocking its previous peaks on the early time frames out, which is a good indication for a move to the upside. Looking at the 2-minute, it's showing some scare action, little high points from the low points. You got one here, another one here. So let's see what it does. We approximately got about 8 minutes left. No, 7 minutes, sorry, for this play to expire. Showing good strength right here again on the 2-minute. And there he goes turning green. So I'm expecting it to at least go past this point or close at this point where we see this candle line, which is at 120.29. So let's see if we get some breach action popping above this line, or at least it touching that and closing the next 6 minutes. Okay, so going back to the bourse chart, you can see this flew in the money again. Probably within the key area point right here to wait in and jump in. Looking at this 2 candles here, so it's actually good. So we have about 6 minutes, about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on this. So see how it works out. Let's go back to the charts. Show you that real quick. Sorry about that. And this is where we at right now. Nice green, little pullback. We came back about 50% of this candle. There's some nice strength here showing some green action. So it's popped up above the HMA line. So nice strength all around. And it comes up to this USD JPY. Let's say for the next 2 hours, at least an hour and a half. There's a lot of real estate over here in the 30 minutes. So it's bouncing from this price to this price and back up to this price. I sense that it has some, at this point, has some strength. So looking at the bourse chart, I'm clearly in the money. So we have about 5 minutes, less than 4 minutes as we speak, for this play to expire. Coming up on 3 minutes left for this expire to hopefully close in the money. But this was a play that I liked due to the fact that I got in early and we already won one. But this is actually the beginning stages of a move to the upside, potentially touching this line, as you can see, where it leads you back to the point where it was previously, which is actually gauging from one point to another at this 30-minute. And we'll break down real quick. Came up here, came down here, came up again, came back down, and where we want it to go, where we think it's going to go. Okay? See that? Okay, it's actually touching the line that I figured it would touch, or let's see if it surpasses it. Now, once it surpasses it, I just at this point would sense that, okay, it's going to start going crazy if it doesn't close right there or over that line. If it does close over that line, it's a good sign that, you can wait for another pullback, or if not, it will just keep going. Okay, so going back to the 5 with the Bollinger, you can actually see it curving up and making its redirection to the upside. This is only a 2 minute, but looking at the 2 minute and gauging all the time frames out there at the same time, you get a good understanding of what is the excellent entry points um, when it comes up to binary trading. You know, and this is my form of how to trade it. You know, every other way of investing is totally different. So you definitely gotta learn how to trade with the right, mindset of how you should trade that. Binaries is totally different. You can't close your trade, you're in the trade, and you just gotta wait what happens and make sure you're on the right side of the fence when you do trade binaries. Okay. So looking at that, guys, we got into two plays on this one move on the upside because we realized we see when was the beginning start of when they were turning onto the upside. So you look here, it knocked out all these previous peaks, and we got it at a nice price at 11.26, and is actually right now at 11.26, it's 120.28 right now. So it's definitely looking good, and it's actually touching the line that I thought it would. I want to see if it passes it, and it has a pretty good chance of doing so. So we got 1 minute left for this expiry to expire, and we have about 30 seconds for it to make its move. So you can see over here is actually breaking above these peak points and knocking them out. So good sign, guys. This is again probably got in a little early on this one, but as you can see, what I was recognizing, there it goes. It's actually kicked up above the line that I set forth already. Trying to come back. Once it does that, it should really make its move really, really strong. Okay, we have 2 seconds, and there it goes, guys. It expired in the money 2 plays. Looking at the early stages of a nice move to the upside on the 15-minute with an overlook overall, changing it out for with a 30-minute chart. All right, guys, I'm gonna call that for it for today on our daily video. There will be more videos being posted up as we go along. Again, please register your email so you can get the updates and know when the video is coming out. All right, guys, have an excellent day. I'm out of here. That's when. Peace. Got a cold. Bye, guys.